Let's talk about meal prepping. One thing that we all sometimes struggle with and overthink is doing one thing that is very, very, very simple to do, which is meal prep. Once a week, or maybe even twice a week, depending on how you are, know yourself. What I mean by know yourself is, if you don't like leftovers, that's perfectly fine. Pick out 2 days out of the week that works for you. If you're okay with leftovers like myself, 1 day out of the week will be perfect. So let's get to it. One thing we do at TR Fit Club is live a lifestyle based off of 6 and 1. That means 6 days. We go by the book. We eat what we are supposed to eat. We stick to the script, eat clean, work out 5 to 6 days a week. But that 1 day out of the week, we do whatever we want, eat what we want, enjoy our day, enjoy our life, without worrying about if I should eat this, if I should do that, if I should do this. With that being said, this is not a how to cook your food, how to prepare your food. Most of us already know that. If you need that, then we'll do a follow-up video that goes into depth on that. But we're just talking about how to prepare the food. That way it's simple, it's done. You're not spending a whole bunch of time getting it done. And we're back to it, keeping it moving, going about our day. It probably takes 20 to 30 minutes tops to really prepare your food to get it going if you're doing it the right way. So first thing, cook in bulk. That's the number one thing, cook in bulk. Prepare your chicken, your ground turkey, whatever it may be, those proteins that you allow yourself to eat or your coach allows you to eat through the week or wants you to eat through the week. That's the first step, cook in bulk, prepare it, put it in the oven, air fryer, whatever that may be, to get it rolling. Second thing, is keep it simple. Don't try to overthink things. A lot of people struggle because they make it about, well, I don't like this, I don't like that. Remember, food is fuel. Food is really doing one thing through the week, and that's serving its purpose. The purpose isn't to be the best tasting food every time you eat something. That's gonna be for your one day, that one thing that you crave and all that. Use that as another way to discipline yourself. Use that. Discipline isn't punishment. Remember that. Discipline is something that you know you have to get through to be able to accomplish the goal that you want to go. So you have that, okay, in my mind, I have to be on point, and then here, okay, now I can enjoy this and I can celebrate with that one day. Use it as a celebration. But main thing is keeping it simple. What I mean by keeping it simple, don't overthink what you're cooking. If you're doing pastas and things of that nature and all that stuff, don't make that the bulk of your meal. Make that a little add-on to your week. For example, I'll do maybe 3 proteins through the week, and then maybe 2 carbs through the week, and then a couple vegetables. So keep it simple. Don't try to over prep and overthink what you're trying to do and what the purpose of it is. It's fuel. It's to help you reach your goals. Back to me cooking 3 different proteins, 2 different carbs, a couple different vegetables. Have variety. Know yourself. If you're okay with eating boom, 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 the exact same thing the rest of the week, that's perfectly fine. Do so. You're better than me. I'll give you that. But me personally, I need some type of variation to get through the week to know that, okay, I can change up the taste a little bit and I can do certain things. For example, I'll have a fish, I'll have a chicken, and I'll have a ground turkey. I'll usually have 2 or 3 different variations of protein, and then I'll do a sweet potato and maybe a jasmine rice or brown rice, and then I'll do broccoli every now and then, spinach, things like that, to be able to switch my meals around and make them look seemingly different. In reality, they're all the exact same thing, going in the exact same way every single day. But that little slight variation helps you stay consistent and helps your mind not think about what you're doing, not think about and not making it such about being a diet. Because remember, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you really want to see the results that you want to get, you have to make this a lifestyle. Do not look at it as a diet. Anyone can diet, lose 20 pounds, lose 5, 10 pounds, and then guess what happens? It comes right back as soon as you go back to your living, your regular lifestyle, which isn't your diet. So remember, the purpose of 6 and 1, especially, if you guys plan on following that after this, 6 and 1, 6 days doing right, 1 day doing wrong, those 6 days, that's a lifestyle. That's your bulk of your life the bulk of your week, I'm staying consistent and I'm following this down to a T, so that one day, even if I slip up one day through that week, I'm still on track to reach my goal when it's all said and done. I just have to hold myself more accountable. Last point, pack it to grab and go. Package your food in little prep containers. Trust me, this is important just as much as cooking the food is, for one simple reason. A lot of people like to say, well, I'll just do it in the morning. Things happen, things come up. Anything can happen. You can get a phone call that you got to get to work early. You could get a phone call. It could be anything. Something can come up. Don't leave it up for chance. So prep your food so it's in the fridge. All you have to do is grab it, pick it up, put it in whatever you're grabbing and leaving it with, and go. So don't leave anything up for chance. If you really want to reach the goals, that's just as important as anything. Preparing. Not having a plan is preparing to fail. We got a plan, we know what it is. Have your food ready to grab and to get it going. Now that you have how to prep your food down, all you have to do after that is stick to drinking water and be very strict on keeping it just water through the week. Try to stay away from sugars, stay away from a lot of dairy, stay away from a lot of bread, and you'll be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Drink a lot of water, at least a gallon a day, and everything else will fall in line. I hope this video helps you out. If so, like, share, subscribe. If you have any other questions, write it down in the comments. We'll get right back to you. Other than that, see y'all next time.